go. Oh. You heard.
And we're back with Unforgettable Conversations, episode
45.
45.
45.
It's probably not
Or
45.
four.
Or four.
I don't know.
4 or 5.
Or five.
four
Who
or
knows?
five.
Yeah.
We got Maluma. We got Donnie Darko.
Is that
Dude, we still
And
got to
we
come
have
up with
an
a better
empty seat.
one than Jolito for you.
or Jolie
Well,
Moly?
I went with
Jolie-Poly?
Jolie Moly
No, I
guacamole.
went-
Jolie Moly Guacamole. There it is.
Jolito, and then I just said Lido.
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 Lido Jefe.
Or what if we just, instead of Jolito, we just say Ho.
Little Ho. Little Ho.
Little
Little Joel.
Lido?
Little Ho.
Instead of Jolito, we'll say Lido Ho.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be known as Lido.
You sure? I think it's dope.
Bromigos, you
I'm
guys
a-
tell us
You decide.
what my I was gonna say username, what my nickname on the
Nickname.
podcast is gonna be.
What does he look
Obviously, we have
What is he
Donnie
like?
What does he
Darko, we have
remind you of?
Maluma,
The more, if you're asking that
The
question,
skipper.
it does Little Ho.
Santiago, Tim T, Richie Rich. Who else are we at? Matty Boy,
What was this? Matty Ice.
Matt Cam.
Matty
Matt
Ice.
Cam.
I call him Matty Boy because that's what he
Matty
has
Ice.
on his
Matty Boy. Oh.
IG.
Iceman.
Matty Boy.
Oh, now they're gonna look him up, and now they're
Oh.
gonna stalk him.
Well, it's spelled weird, so I won't say that.
What? I sneezed. I didn't hear anything you guys said.
That's cool.
Good. Okay, so we're gonna answer some more questions asked by you guys that you guys want to know.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to have
Top
more
rated
questions that you guys want to ask, hit the likes, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment down what questions you guys want us to ask.
Which
or
one of
what
us three
to
are the
answer.
cutest? Ladies, leave your numbers. No, I'm just kidding.
And subscribe
And
to our Patreon account. And shout out to our one and only sponsor, Copper Rose Plumbing. Without them, we would not be able to do what we do now.
Mm-hmm. And that's right, bro, amigos. Stay fresh, stay hidden.
Come along. Dude, you really need to make
I
a
need-
company.
I need-
Accepting
yeah.
pre-orders. That's what you need.
Yep.
That's
It's just going to smell like a McDonald's parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Or worse,
Or worse.
a McDonald's dumpster in a parking lot.
When's your launch date for?
2050.
It's way ahead of its time. It's
How
all,
old are you
it's
going
all
to
right.
be in 2050? Like
2050. How old am I now?
52
right
or what?
now.
Let's see.
That's in 23 years.
I'm trying to think.
27 years.
23, 27
28.
28
Well, let's
years.
see.
years.
28 years?
28
28
years, you're
years.
24.
Well, by the in 2020,
You're going to be like 40. No, you're going to be like
what year are we?
2022.
It's in
I'm
28
24.
years.
So in 2020, I was 22.
You're going to be
so
52.
30. I'm gonna be 52.
Yeah, I was right. 52.
Yeah.
I said 52.
I said 52.
Anyway,
I just figured it out.
Okay. Ask the first question. What do we have on the docket for today?
All right, my bromigos and bromigas. Do you like it when? Why are all these about? Are you trying to tell me something? Oh, are they trying to tell me something?
it's them. Yeah, that's
It's
right.
them.
Hey, I'm single because I want to be, not because.
Choice.
It's literally like,
And
are
I'm
you
out
single?
Here, I'm single and ready for Pringles.
Alrighty,
Ooh, Pringles.
that's actually. I'm gonna
That's a good
have to
slogan.
use that next time I pick up on a girl. Do you like it when a girl makes the first move?
Well,
Um,
if that's your pickup line, I'm single and I'm ready to, and I want some Pringles.
Yo,
Maybe it's
While
better
you're
for
holding
you.
the Pringles?
Maybe it is
True.
better for you that they make the first move.
that's facts. That's facts. If you're chilling with Pringles, yeah, that's facts.
Ooh.
Mhm.
That's that Pringles and chill.
Mhm.
You got Pringles. You're
Pringles and
single. And
Pringles and chill?
my rapping career is over.
You're ready to let it dingle.
Oh, that just sounds
What?
wrong.
I'm talking about the Pringles.
Oh, the Pringles. Yes, yes.
Like that's a Pringles
I
dingle.
wasn't thinking
Well,
that
what
way.
about
I
what's
promise.
the mistletoe?
The
I got
mistletoe?
a mistletoe that's dingling.
That yes.
I
That
think we
means,
just
like-
got our hit. Well, you should just start making songs in here, dude.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the
Just start a
acoustic phone,
start,
Mhm.
what's it called? The boy band.
SoundCloud, a boy band.
SoundCloud. Yeah.
SoundCloud will
We could be out of
release our
sync.
single.
Bromigos to men.
Out of sync.
Out of sync.
Bromigos to men.
Bromigos
From
to men.
men to bromigos.
Men to bromigos.
We got to come up with one more. If you can think of one
I
more.
like Bromigos
One
to
more.
men.
One
Bromigos?
bromigo.
Bro direction.
Instead of
No.
One Direction, it's one bromigo.
Bromigos
One
to
bromigo.
amigos.
Huh?
Nah, that's actually kind of whack.
Bro direction.
Bro, the bromigo
Amigos.
direction.
Like Mingo
Is
direction.
amigo a word?
Amenigo?
Or did I
I feel
just-
like that's a bad word.
That sounds like a bad word.
All right.
That's like jeringa, bro. Have you ever told you about jeringa? Like, vete a la
yeah.
jeringa. That sounds like such a bad word,
sounds
bro.
like such a bad word, but
There are some words
jeringa
in
is just
Spanish
a
that,
syringe.
It's a syringe,
So he's technically saying
Like,
go to the syringe,
like,
which
go-
makes no sense.
like,
which
but
we
like
don't
the-
like a
advocate.
syringe that like you when you're there drawing
what's
blood.
the point of that?
Oh no, it just sounds like a
it just
bad
sounds
word in
bad. Like,
Spanish.
vete a la jeringa.
It does,
It
yeah.
does, huh?
Or like
Estúpido.
tinga.
Okay, that
Well,
is a bad word.
estúpido is just
Estúpida.
stupid. But
Okay, let's answer
just
this
gonna stop-
question.
yeah, we'll
we're-
stop there.
I was about to start like saying
Start
things that
cussing, like-
rhyme with
You were about to go. You were about to
I
go
know where
crazy.
you're gonna
weren't you? Okay, how about let's answer the question. Would you want what was the question?
Con tus
The answer is
Would
jeringadas.
you
no.
want a girl to?
my answer
Hit on
is
you?
no.
Would you
Oh.
want the girl to make the first move? Here's
Well,
the
there's
thing.
a preference. What's your preference?
So,
Well, what's your preference?
how bold
No.
of a move are we
So you
talking
know?
though?
No, I'm telling you no.
Yours
I'm
is
just
no.
Here's the thing. So,
My answer is no.
Okay.
you know how there's like, oh, if you're old fashioned, like, this is what I've heard. I don't know if I agree with it or not, but I've heard if you're old fashioned, then the guy always makes the first move, right?
Right.
What I heard one time is actually the girls have been making the first moves the whole time because they say, you know, a girl drops a handkerchief, you pick it up,
I've seen
you
that.
go to them. The girl dropped the handkerchief,
So
so
made
she
the move.
made the first move, and the guy
But it
picks
wasn't.
it up.
Oh,
This is like
Was it?
referring to
Well,
back
you know?
in the
Okay,
day,
back
back
in
in
the
the
day.
1800s or 1900s.
1700s.
Here's the thing.
I don't think that's way too far.
1400s,
1400s.
1200s.
Where
But look,
back
what
in the
takes-
day, the
Adam and
guy
Eve.
would take the handkerchief
back to the girl.
back to the girl.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like what's that
That's-
movie Shrek, where
I love
Fiona
Shrek.
ends up giving the handkerchief to
Yes.
Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
it's-
same- and he ends up wiping his face with it or whatever, and hands it back and all dirty. But that's the same concept. She dropped the handkerchief. He grabs it to give it back to her.
Right.
That's the first
I
move.
get it.
And that's the
Like,
first
yeah.
move.
Yeah.
But here's
But
the thing. It's
okay. Go. No, that was it.
I was just gonna say like it's the same thing as like when you're out in a place somewhere, and you make eye contact with
With someone.
a girl,
Mhm.
and you just have like a little back and forth, like, and then throughout the day, throughout the night or whatever, like you notice it again, like, oh, she's looking at me. That's
Okay,
like,
what
that's
if-
like the same concept.
Let me give you
But-
this scenario
but
where
who made the
sh-
first move? Exactly.
Well, no. Let's say this is what I think. the
Nobody
question
at that point. Nobody has made.
I
a
know,
move.
but let's say this is
true.
let's say this is the scenario. You see a girl, you got that interaction. You're looking back and forth. She's smiling. You're smiling. You're checking her out. She's checking you out. You guys go separate ways, and then you start like going to another store or something like that, and you see her again, and she like you're about to leave the store, and she goes up to you and says, "So you're really not going to ask
she
me for
made
my
the first
number?"
move at that point.
Yeah, is that bad? Or would you find
I
that
would
like
feel-
instantly like
Yeah, I would feel like less of a like, dang, like I chickened out kind of because I didn't make the first move.
But would
But-
you be into that?
My preference, no.
Yeah. I
So
feel
if
like
a girl asked for your number, you'd be like, no.
I mean, I wouldn't turn it down, but the question is like, what's your preference? The preference is
If
would
you
be
make
for
the move.
me to be like,
yeah.
Yeah.
to not chicken.
Well, actually,
I don't
is
think
that
I
the
would
question?
mind.
For
Is it
example, like
question
with the
preference?
handker, Example.
Handkerchief.
the example that
Shepherd.
Kenny gave.
Handkerchief.
Handkerchief.
See, she did drop it, but I don't consider that as her first move. I consider the first move was the fact that you picked it up and went over to her.
But what if she dropped it on purpose? You'd
That's-
never know.
That's not a move, bro. To me, that's like a.
It could be a move.
It's
So-
like if
so
you
let's go
dropped
back-
$100 and
let's-
then like a girl's like, oh, you dropped your
Well,
wallet or
that's
something.
100%
like
different.
That's different. Okay, but
Or like
here's the
your
thing.
watch
So
or
No,
your
let's
bag
go
or
back.
something. I don't
Here's
know.
what. That's not a move. That's a hint. That's what you look for, though.
But isn't that
you
a,
look as
isn't a move
as
a hint?
No, what?
No, okay. I agree with- I
As
see
a
where you're going
man,
with it.
you
I
look
get
for
it.
hints.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
the eye contact. You look for body language.
Mhm.
You look for smiles. You look for maybe she's looking my way, maybe she's not, or maybe like this is not. You look for hints.
Little,
And if you're into it,
little lip
then
bite.
that's when you That's when you
Little lip
make the
bite.
first move.
Daddy's over here like swallowing. And he's all,
If you're a guy that's completely oblivious to hints,
Uh-huh.
that's one thing you're
Yeah.
gonna miss. You know, you're just, and then if you're a guy that does not care for hints and just takes, no matter what, you're going.
takes control of the bull
I mean,
and just
that's,
hey.
that's another
100%.
type of man. You know, like that's another way to do it.
I don't think I would have
but
an issue with
that
it.
wouldn't be me. Probably.
But at the same time, I do get where some guys would, I guess, see like, oh, she's
She's out
she's really out there. So if she's doing this with like,
Oh, like she's
random
throwing
person,
herself
yeah,
at you,
like
then that's a
throwing-
turn off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that she's throwing herself, but some guys I would assume would
Yeah,
look
would
at it
find
that
it.
way. It's like, oh, you came for my number. It's like, you're kind of throwing yourself at me versus like me pursuing and
Right.
trying to.
I mean,
No,
I wouldn't
I think-
consider it like that, but like I wouldn't consider just.
But, like, some guys
if
would
she was
see it
just
as,
come
like, a
up-
turn
Like if she
off.
was like if a girl was to come up to you and be like, "You're really not gonna ask for my number," I wouldn't consider that as throwing yourself at me. I mean, that is kind of extreme. I've never
Yeah.
ever
Right.
had that kind of experience.
That definitely stands
But-
out. Like she's definitely
but-
standing out from the rest.
Right.
I mean, it would. I would assume she's joking. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of
Well,
funny.
yeah,
But what if
it's-
she's not?
uh,
What
If she's not, then I'm like,
yeah,
no.
exactly. So that's why, like with guys, like for the most part, from what I've seen, is a lot of us guys kind of like the challenge of her being
chase.
hard to get. Yeah,
The chase.
kind of chasing her. You know, if it's too easy, like if it's that easy to where it
Takes the fun out of it.
Yeah, not just it takes the fun out of it, but it almost in a sense, and this could be completely wrong, but it almost feels like it takes the value out of it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Like,
Somewhat.
Well, that's why I feel like
but
a
now,
lot of guys
But at this
would-
point, you're now talking about the interaction rather than like the girl, like interest in the actual girl. You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. That interest in that girl can
No.
that first interaction, it makes most of the interest.
Yeah, there's guys that are just they go out just for the chase, like not necessarily. Like, you know what I mean?
Date the girl, but to actually
Just
like,
for the
as long
chase.
as I can.
Oh,
get,
just to see if they can
a
get it,
kick
and if
out
they
of
get
the
it,
chase.
boom,
They
they're
get a
done.
kick. They're like a dog
saying
chasing their own tail. Like they don't know what to do with it when they get it. That's what some
Ah, I
guys
see
are
what
after.
you mean. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's a good thing either. But like, that's
I
what
wasn't
that's what-
referring to
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
I wasn't referring to that, but I was
Okay.
saying like, it. I see where you're coming, because yeah, there definitely is guys that it's like once they do get the girl, it's like, okay, well, I have her, now what? Like now what I do?
Like
with
there's
her, you
guys
know?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I was referring to
And,
you
like
know,
that's not to me. That's not that's not a good trait in a man. Like I'm just gonna be
yeah,
honest.
that's
yeah.
true.
No, I was referring more towards like something good doesn't come easy.
Ooh,
Of
that's
course.
good, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
That's a good
kind of
way to
how I
say
was
it.
putting it.
So yeah, I think we would all agree. I think for me, I don't think I would mind it, but at the same time, I think that does play into it without really like diving deep into it. You do get that like, oh, this is kind of
It sets the precedent,
like
man, for the
yeah.
it's
relationship.
like throwing a 3-pointer and it's like there's like a rail that like guides it in there
Yeah.
perfectly. It's like, oh well,
She
that's
just
not
took
really
the
that
ball
fun,
out of
yeah.
your hands and made it for you.
She got on a ladder and she made it
It's
for me.
it's like if you were
That also
shooting.
takes the precedent out. That sets the precedent for the relationship.
Yeah.
Is she gonna propose to you, or would you prefer?
Ooh, yeah,
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
No, bro. If she proposes to me, I'm saying like
I mean, if she's that
Get
bold,
that
she
corn
might
out of my
just,
face.
you know.
Get that what?
corn, Nacho Libre.
Oh,
reference.
yeah.
Get that corn out
They
of my
said
face.
quarter out of my face.
Yeah, I heard
Like,
quarter too.
Yeah.
Get
I was
that
like, she's
corn
proposing with
with
the
a
quarter.
out of my face.
Get that ring pop out of my face.
Like you know what I mean? That type of energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
That corn
that.
out of
I
my
get it. I
face.
get it. All right, next question.
Let's see here. Do you have them with you, Jay?
Is water wet?
Oh,
Is water wet? Oh. Is it water or water?
Water.
it's wada.
But it has a T, not a D.
It's water.
But we're Californians,
Water.
so we
We
say wada.
Water.
We say agua.
We say agua.
No, did you know that in California, like a lot, well, at least Southern
H2O.
California, I guess we don't say the T in a lot of words. Like don't. We don't say don't.
Don't.
But
We
there's
say
a
don't.
Don't.
yeah. I mean, I get.
I know
We
that
don't
there
say
was
water.
I'm trying to speak more properly, man.
We don't say water or water.
What are you doing?
You say
Water?
water.
just water.
Water.
Not water.
Like,
we say water.
Water.
So is water
like
wet?
it's almost like we replaced the T with the D.
Is water
Or like it's the D slides in there.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
Not Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Okay, you're
Potter.
emphasizing the Potter.
Harry
No,
Potter.
like well, he's saying Harry Potter.
Harry
versus
Potter?
Harry Potter.
Let's just speak with
Harry
a British
Potter.
accent the rest of the podcast.
Would y'all like that?
Would
No,
you
that was
like-
not.
That
Hold
doesn't-
on.
That doesn't sound.
whispered.
I went
The
to
only
Western,
difference was
bro.
you whispered.
No, I went Western. Would y'all like that?
You don't like that? Yes, sir. I would.
So is water wet?
Is water wet? You
Is
say?
water?
No.
Is water wet?
My answer is no.
I dare say
My answer is no because wet is a description
Well,
of
wet is a description
noun.
of something that got wet, that got water on it, and it got
No.
absorbed on it. Or no, not absorbed, because technically a car could be wet.
no.
Absorb water.
The surface that water is on is wet. Water wet.
So water in
wet
itself.
is an
You
effect.
can't have water
Wet is an effect.
on water. Water is one thing, so water wouldn't be wet. I say no.
Well,
Is wind windy? That's the same question.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. So water. Okay, so we have water. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you wet something, say I spilled this
Don't do
on. I'm not, but
But don't
say,
do it. Just
let's just use our minds here. If
No,
I
don't
spill,
do it, though.
I'm not gonna do it. But let's just use our minds here. If I wet,
You're not gonna
the
do it, though,
table,
right?
I'm not gonna do it, dude. You're
All right.
losing. Okay, if I spill this,
Expensive.
I'm not gonna do it.
expensive
If
table.
it's just, do you guys want to see what's under here? There's nothing. It's just a regular table. It's just a
No,
regular.
but
it's
what's
not
right
a-
next to it?
Okay,
Okay.
back to the. Let's use our minds here. Okay, if I
be
wet the
careful.
table, I'm not gonna wet it. I'm not wetting the table. If I wet the table with this energy drink, okay, the table has now
Who is
become
not
wet.
a sponsor?
Right.
Yeah, who's not a sponsor? In fact, let's get them out. Oh man, they're in every shot. Okay, let's leave the calories.
You should get a bunch of like cup things that have
the warmers. The
our
cup warmers?
actual
Yeah.
sponsor.
Do you still have anything? Okay, never mind. Okay, if I wet this with any type of drink, whatever. Let's
Right.
say I had
Liquid?
whatever energy drink.
Any liquid.
Let's say milk. Let's say I had milk. I dropped it on there. Now it's wet with milk. Okay, it's wet with milk, right?
Okay.
Does that make
Oh,
sense?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what happens if I pour the milk on the water? Is the water wet with milk,
You got water all over my milk.
or did I get milk all over your water?
Man, that's a
Listen.
question.
Did I wet your
Listen.
water with milk, or
If
did I
you
wet the
didn't do
milk with
anything.
water?
You didn't do anything.
spilled a whole bunch
you
of
didn't
water
do
that
anything that, had
you
to
said
do
you
with
were-
wet. You didn't do anything. All you did was mix something that was already wet.
So water is wet.
No.
Ah, I got him.
No.
I got him. Let the jury show.
No, bro. Wet is an effect
but you
caused
just said.
by water.
But you just said.
Well,
Or any
what
liquid.
effect? Because you could put
What do you mean, what
water.
effect?
Well, what effect? Because if you wet a shirt, it's gonna get absorbed into it. But if you wet
now
a
the
car,
shirt is wet.
if you wet a car, it's not absorbing into anything. It's just
But
on
no,
a
see,
car.
this analogy does not work with anything else because there's nothing else.
Wait,
that
here's a weird
gets
scenario.
this
Here's a weird
from it.
scenario. If we had a block of ice and we threw water on it,
The ice is now
ice
wet.
is now wet,
Yeah,
but it's the same thing as water. It's
No,
just
no,
in
no,
a different.
no.
It's
It's in a
different
different form.
form.
exactly. So it's not water; it's ice.
But what happens when
When
that
ice, melts and starts to get
Does it
wet
get more
and
wet?
perspire, it doesn't get more wet. It gets wet.
How does it get wet if it's melting into water?
No. Stop doing this.
That's what we're saying.
You guys
dude.
are just
That's what
trying to
I'm
make me twist tongue and
No,
not.
because if you
guys
think
aren't-
about it, look, block of ice. The block of ice is eventually going to turn into water, right?
I'm not gonna let you guys get away with this.
So if you threw water, if you threw water
would've got
on the block of
would've
ice,
got away with
Hold on,
this if
let
it
me-
wasn't
let me,
for
let me
you.
finish this. If you threw water on the block of ice, you got the block of ice wet. But if the block of ice starts melting, even though it got wet with the water that you dropped on it,
The ice is wet.
So
the
ice is wet.
Yeah.
What is
yes,
that- what is
because,
ice?
The ice is wet because it starts to perspire.
but
What is
it
ice?
no longer
Once it's-
turns
once
into
once
ice.
you start to
it's
see
no longer
drip,
ice. It's
Once you start to see
dissipating.
things drip and like a puddle building around it,
So-
it is now wet.
Okay, I get you. It's not wet.
But just sitting in a freezer,
at
it
what-
is not.
At what
wet.
point does it separate? Like, because obviously the ice is going to melt and it's just going to be a puddle of water, right? At what point is it no longer wet but all water? Going off of your, off
You
of
have
what
to
you're-
ask that again
Okay,
because that question is a weird one.
so you're saying if we're going off of your logic where water is not wet, but you can wet ice, at what
Which
point?
is water.
Which is water.
Not
At
ice
what-
is not water.
Okay.
Ice is water.
Yeah, but okay, hold
No,
on.
it's
hold
made
on.
up of the same molecules, but it's not water.
Yeah. Okay. But
No.
at what point? Let me finish. Let
Go
me
ahead,
finish.
go ahead.
At what point does that block of ice that you wet, that was wet, no longer become wet, but become just a puddle of water?
When it's melted,
So when it's completely gone. So if that puddle of water,
When there's
is
no more
just-
ice.
So like when there's one little piece of ice still,
I have
just don't
ice in here.
Don't spill it though.
Drink your.
I have ice. I have ice in
Drink-
my. Okay, I have ice in my
Water.
water.
Is your ice wet?
My ice is wet because it's submerged with water right now. If I take the ice out, I mean, there's still going to be some water left
But
dripping.
wouldn't that make your fingers wet
My fingers, yeah.
when it melts?
When it melts, yeah. But when it's melting,
So if
and
you're
in drip,
holding- if
when
you're
it's in
holding-
a different, what's the different form? It's like dripping.
A gas.
So pretty
a
much
liquid,
whenever
a liquid,
water-
a gas, and a solid.
Those are all three
Right.
forms: ice, water.
Mist.
No, not water. This is all water.
No, you're wrong.
Gas.
You're
No,
wrong.
it's H2O.
You're wrong.
That's water.
No,
Water is H2O. Can we agree on that?
it's the same molecule.
Yes.
It's a different
So
state, a
it's-
different
exactly.
form. So
but
it's not
ice
water.
is water.
So it's pretty much when
Molecule-wise,
it's on an
like,
actual
sure,
object.
no.
No,
But, like-
hold on. Hold on.
Okay, do you go?
Hold on. My mom was calling me. Hold on. Stop.
Okay, let me
hold
stop
on.
you. When you go to the store and you go buy ice, do you say, "Do you guys? Where do you have your water?" And where do they point you to? Do they direct you to the ice? No, they direct you to the water.
Okay, but then if they direct, but I mean that's loosely because if they direct you to a bottled water, you say no, I don't want a bottled water. I want water.
Okay,
What do
okay.
they,
How
they
about,
send you
look
to?
at you.
They
how
can
about
send you
this?
exactly.
How about this?
Well,
How
yeah,
about
because
this?
you
Hold
usually
on.
ask for water
Hold
bottle.
on. How about this? Would we agree that everything that rain touches gets wet?
Yes.
What if it rains in the
except
ocean?
Water, because water is like
What if it rains in the ocean?
Then the ocean's getting wet.
it's not getting anything. It all like,
What's happening?
It's
then?
already wet. Is that
It's
what you're
already
saying?
wet?
it's not already. Okay, the ocean.
Is wet now.
When you describe the ocean, you describe it as wet.
Okay.
but you don't say.
So the ocean
Let's
is
go
wet.
to the wet. Nobody
no,
says let's
you
go
don't
to the
say
wet.
let's
They
go
say,
to the
let's
wet
go to the
because the
ocean.
wet is an adjective. It's not a
It's a
noun. So
description.
you-
It's a description.
It's
Yeah.
it's an
It's a
adjective.
description, yes.
So water can wet,
Water can wet.
and water
Can get
is
things
wet.
wet. Water is wet.
That's what we've
Is-
been saying.
Is as in it's a description.
yes,
it's
it is.
wet, but-
yes. So water is wet.
That's the question.
Hold
Is
on.
water
That was the
wet?
question.
And you just said
You
water
just
is
said
wet.
yes.
Water is not
Can the
wet.
jury? Can,
Water is not wet.
Bro, amigos, did he just say
I
that the
said
water
it,
was
I
is
said it,
wet?
but you're playing these mind tricks on me.
I'm not playing
Water
these
is
mind
not
tricks. I'm
wet.
stating the facts.
Water is not wet.
I think we
He's gonna-
lost him.
He's gonna go to sleep at night. Water is not wet.
He's in the shower, just water, water.
He's like,
I'm
why
wet, but
don't-
not water.
Why
in
don't
the
they
shower.
listen to me? Yeah.
So, okay, let's say you're wet.
Mhm.
Or let's say you are at a pool.
I'm in the shower. Okay, yeah.
You get in the pool, you're wet, right?
I'm not wet.
You know what? I got an idea. Here's a really good idea. Okay.
Okay, what's your idea?
So you're saying water cannot be wet, but you can get wet.
I mean, it's a
Guess what, my guy? You're
description.
70% water.
Oh
No,
my
dude.
goodness.
Case closed.
Case closed. Water is
No,
wet.
dude. There's no way you guys believe that. You guys are just trolling.
Are we?
Is fire
you
hot?
You want the final answer?
Just wait until we get into the flat Earth theory.
Is fire hot? What other
Flat-
questions
No,
do we have?
that's not one of the questions. But bro, amigos, if you want that to be a question, we will get into the flat Earth theory.
It is flat though.
Is it,
It is.
Jake? Is
What?
it
What'd you
flat Earth theory?
Is the Earth flat?
say? No.
But it is though.
I just talked about this
What if
the
it
other
is?
day.
Don't get me wrong. It's round, but it's also flat.
It is very flat.
There's flat areas.
Drop.
because in the scale.
Let's not get into this
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
not get into this.
The water is
I
wet
just
though.
talked about this the other day.
Okay. What do you think about what is with you, bro, amigos? I told you
What's the next
I'm
question?
single, but you guys don't have to put it into my face.
Wait, what is this? What are we doing?
Is what do you think about dating apps?
A bunch of like.
Honestly, me personally, I don't think I'd do one.
I used one
Well, it-
once.
Yeah?
And I was like,
How'd that
this
go?
is lame. This is lame.
Oh.
Like, and then that was maybe a couple days, and I'm like,
I said how'd that
I don't
go?
think-
Like if I was interested, like, how'd
I
that go?
honestly
Like,
did it because
And you're like,
it was.
how was Christian Mingle?
That was Christian.
I did it
I
out
know.
of.
I was farmers only.
I downloaded it because out of like another friend said to like, let's do it.
Just do it.
All right.
And they found their
And then no.
they
But-
found their rib. And you did it.
But it was like a couple days, and I was like, yeah, this is exactly how
This
I
is
thought
whack,
it was
yeah.
going to be. Like, this is like, I wasn't into it at all.
Yeah,
It
Grindr's
just
weird.
seems weird. No. It just seems weird to like just the concept to me. I mean,
Yeah,
it works.
it's-
It works for people.
I mean,
Great.
technically speaking,
And some
wouldn't you just
for
say
some
like
people that's
Facebook?
social
Any
media.
social media is
For
technically
some people, yeah.
Oh
a
yeah,
dating
absolutely.
site.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Like the
can be.
concept of it is weird.
That's why I'm off social
Like
media.
for me, I'm like, nah.
But
I'd
yeah,
rather-
dating
I'd rather
sites
meet
is like
somebody
more
first.
emphasized on that, and that's kind of weird
Yeah.
because it's like other social networks, they're kind of meant for like, hey, everybody's involved. Versus this one's like, oh, you're looking
Exactly.
for something.
yeah,
And it's
ladies.
just like I ain't trying to be
that's
so
kinda some
blunt.
weird-
like,
Right,
you know
right,
what I
right.
mean?
Ladies, if you're trying to find me on the Bible app. Okay.
You could.
Or find you
can do that.
at the
Dude,
altar.
I have 49 friends on the
or at the
Bible
altar.
app. Or at the
You
altar.
have
I have 49 friends,
Oh, you know
dude. I
what?
realize
Yeah, there's
that.
like a community center.
Yeah,
thing
yeah, yeah.
there.
I do a lot of
Yeah, good for you,
devotions
man.
with the homies.
With the homies.
The homies.
Mm.
I'll send you one sometime.
Yeah.
You want one too?
I heard Christian Mingle is gonna adapt the Bible.
No,
app.
no.
Really?
Really?
No.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
I was gonna be like, dang.
Imagine just like it's like
Is that a real
instead
thing?
of
absorbs it?
instead of
Wait, wait.
Tinder, it's like Christian Mingle's
Is it real?
version.
Christian
What?
Is
Mingle?
that a real app? Like a real app? I thought it was
Christian
like
Mingle?
I thought
Yeah.
it was a thing that.
Oh,
people
It's
were
like
joking around.
Match.com.
Cool.
I always see the commercials, or used to see the
Oh,
commercials.
there is commercials. Duh.
Yeah, there used to be like meet the.
Are you
or
ready to
it's-
mingle?
What is it, like
Something
every
like that?
42 minutes?
Something like that, right?
Someone's
Oh,
falling
I thought
in
you were
love
asking him that
or something like that through our website. There's Match.com, then there's Christian Mingle, and then for some reason was
Farmers only.
I'm almost no. It's like I don't want to say it like this, but it's I think it was actually called Black.com.
No, I think it was blackpeoplemeet.com.
That's
Or
what.
yeah, there you go. Black people meet.
Not that I know of it, nor have I subscribed
Nor
to
do I
it.
have an account.
Danny's like on there.
How many friends
Yeah.
do you have on that account?
50.
He's like Tom. He's got all of them.
All the people on my Bible app. Same people.
Same people.
Same people are on that.
Okay. So we're all like I think we already agreed that that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing as social
I won't
media.
go as far as saying it's weird because
Yeah.
for some people it works, but for me,
Yeah,
I,
it's my
I
thing.
think it goes hand in hand with the girl at the Pacific View Mall. You know, like that. If
Yeah.
they're that bold to talk to you, they're probably on a dating app too.
Well, see, I would
know.
rather
Yeah.
see like how people slide into DMs, right? Like that's
Right.
like their first like. For some people, that's their go-to.
You know
flirt
what?
move
That's
or whatever.
different though.
100,000%.
I feel like that's different than
I
like
was
if they
about-
come up to
No,
you.
I was about to.
Yeah.
I was about to say that they're compare the about to make the comparison.
Yeah.
For me, I would much instead of sliding in a
Yeah.
DM, like I would rather approach
In
and,
person.
like, in person, and
Yeah.
like, meet
Would you
someone
rather
face to
have?
face
Okay, here's this.
and have a conversation in person. I actually hate texting
So here's this. Here's this.
in general.
Would you be more weirded out if they came to you in person? Because we all kind of said, yeah, it's kind of weird or whatever. But if they DM'd you first,
No,
I feel like that's even less weird.
DMs I,
I feel
wouldn't take as serious.
As serious,
to be
right?
honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take
Yeah,
it as serious.
yeah, yeah.
So it would be more like a, I don't know, conversation rather than.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rather than
If it was
making
in person, it's
rather
guess
than
still,
them making the
it's still
first
a
move.
conversation, but it's.
But it
I
seems
mean, if,
a little
if they're-
bit different.
If they're
More
coming
intimate,
at
I
you with a
guess.
pickup line, okay,
that's a little bit
If
different.
they
yeah.
DM with a pickup line,
Oh, that would be.
I mean, that's also. I guess it's like
Right?
What energy are they bringing? I guess to the.
it's hard to
conversation?
tell when it's through a DM versus in person. You could be
Somewhat.
like, oh, this person's
Somewhat.
like really wants to.
I
Like,
mean, they have to be really
my
obvious
number.
in the DM.
yeah, versus
in the
that.
DMs.
like, hey, cutie.
Yeah.
What if it's an audio message?
What if you get it from a guy?
I've actually gotten messages.
I mean,
from
it's the same
guys.
energy.
The same.
Like
No,
in
like one of
the
your homies.
Oh,
Oh.
I've actually.
Then it's a joke.
I'm over here like.
It is
Then
a
it's a
joke.
I've
joke.
actually
It's a joke.
gotten messages.
Yeah, but then it's funny.
It's yeah. Or is it?
Or is it?
What if you
Whoa.
think it's a joke?
What if you? I know. Yeah. What up, cutie? Like
He's
you're
like,
like,
"What's up,
texting in the
cutie?"
back or whatever.
He's like, "What's up, cutie? Let's go watch a movie later on tonight.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
buy the popcorn.
I'll buy. Oh, dude.
like if
what
one of my
a
friends was to
dude.
tell me that, I would just be laughing because it's I would just be in on the joke.
But what if you
No,
actually
but
went
you
on a
go
date?
with them. You go with them,
buy
and they're
roses and
buying
everything, and I'm
everything,
like,
bro.
hey,
Let's buy anything.
No,
I have to
like
say straight up.
the whole
Hey,
thing.
and then they
don't
come
tell
behind
me.
you, they massage you, and they're like, "Hey,
No.
you
At
want to
that
go
point,
get dinner
at
after
that
this?"
point, like I'm swinging hands. Like
No, but at what point?
At that point,
You're holding hands. Is that what you said?
I'm throwing.
I know. I just imagine swinging hands.
Swinging hands. You swinging hands.
and throwing.
He's over here on a
No.
date, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, but at what point would you feel like, hold up, this is different? Like,
When
say,
I saw
say
them
he's
walking
like,
up with roses.
no, okay, but
No,
okay,
let's say it was
Or
something that
chocolate.
you like no, not even
not even chocolate.
chocolate.
No, okay, say they don't bring
Like,
anything.
if
If they
got-
bring
he-
anything,
He brought you
say,
beef
okay,
jerky.
Say don't.
if they bring anything, oh, what?
All of a sudden,
He bought. He's like, wait. Beef
he's
jerky.
like, hold up, he's got meat. Hold up,
He's got
hold up.
meat.
Let me
All
let me
right,
get that. Let me get some of that beef jerky.
Man, I'll hold his hand
No.
for beef jerky.
You know, I'll swing hands with them for beef jerky, man. No. But okay, what if he doesn't bring anything? Okay, he doesn't bring a gift or anything, but he's just like, nah, don't even worry about it, bro. I got you. So he pays for the ticket. You're kind of hungry. Don't even trip, bro. I got you.
Nah.
And he
Hey,
gets you a
that-
hot dog.
No, at that
Get you a hot dog without
at
the
that point,
bun.
I'm like, nah. You don't have to get it.
Yeah.
I got my food.
He's like, I
meat.
got us some
I
hot
got
dogs.
meat.
no,
It's like
but
two
what if
hot
he's like,
dogs
nah,
without the
bro, like,
buns.
honestly, dude, like, I got a bonus. Like, dude, I'm stacked right now. Like, let me get you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right? Okay, so
and then
at what
afterwards,
point?
he wants to take you to dinner. He's like, dude, we gotta
bro,
celebrate.
let's go. We gotta celebrate. Like,
All right.
dude, I just, you're going out on a date with the
You're
guy,
going on a
dude.
date, dude.
No, he hasn't made a move.
Well, he's been making all these moves.
No,
He's
those
been,
are
hey, you know what
moves.
he's been dropping hints.
He did not-
He's been dropping hints,
No,
bro.
but ain't no one
dropping
picking up the
hints, dude.
handkerchief.
Well,
Oh,
you're over here swinging
oh.
hands at them. I think you might be picking up the shit.
No, he's like, hey, no one's picking up the handkerchief until that beef jerky.
Until that
comes
beef
up.
jerky comes out.
Then I'll be dropping some handkerchiefs.
Yeah, at a certain point, like I'm trying to think what point would
What
you
if
be
he
like,
asked you, like,
"Wait a
dude,
second."
No, there's a
Come over
line.
to my
There's a
place.
line that gets crossed. There's a line.
He's like,
I'm
come
trying
over
to figure
my
out what
place,
that
we'll
line
play
is.
some
there's a,
COD.
what do you mean?
I mean, I'm trying to like because there's that
There's a
you know,
there's a very solid line, and it's anything physical.
physical.
Yeah.
So he could be-
Wrestling?
so he could be calling you cutie, but not physical.
See, I would take cutie as a joke.
What if he started like playing with you and like he started wrestling with you?
Okay, that's
No.
physical.
Okay, that's
And first of
physical.
all, don't put no hands on me. That's rule number one.
Rule number one.
I'm just thinking this fool's calling you cutie like 15 times, and you're just like,
15
stop,
times is
dude,
different.
stop.
You said once.
Nah, dude, this is the entire night, dude.
Yeah, this is
At that point,
entire-
it's like, hey man, I
How
have a
does
name. I have a pronoun.
What
What if he starts saying like, "Oh, I love your name."
dude?
See,
Okay,
at that point-
that's a line.
That's
That's
what I'm
a line,
saying.
yeah.
Like that's
the line.
that's past the line.
There's a clear line. Water's wet. We'll end it with that.
If water's wet, that's the line.
That's the line,
That's
bro.
the line we
If
gotta
that's
draw.
what he's if that's what he's coming out with, bro, no, we can't be
All right,
friends. No more.
next question.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
The one you just described.
Yes,
That's a good one.
we just got off.
the one
Sorry,
with the,
bro.
the one with the guy that you did not want to
You
date.
did not want to date. He called me. He called me cutie 15 times.
What's the best? What's the best date you've ever been on? The one with where he actually
It might have
pulls
been
out the
that
beef
same
jerky.
date. It might have been that same date.
Same date.
He paid for everything. So
It was actually a pretty good date.
best date, worst date. I'll let you guys answer
Actually,
this.
trying to think like.
I've never been on a date, so
No, okay, you haven't been on any
Sad,
bad ones.
bro.
You haven't been on any bad ones.
Yeah.
The worst. Okay, I think I went. This has to be the worst because it was like meeting up with her at the beach. Had no idea she was bringing her friend.
Oh,
Friend
So
shows up.
wait. Were you the third wheel?
I might have been
No,
on a date.
no.
then.
No, the friend was another girl. But, like, I can-
No, I'm not saying it like that. Like, there's like super best friends. They want to take pictures, and you're literally just tagging along, type of deal.
No, like I
Like,
was
she's
actually.
still into you, but they're like best friends. They've known each other forever.
Oh, like where I felt left out.
Yeah.
No, it
Wait,
wasn't
did
that.
you have a homie with you?
No,
So it was just you.
Like,
them?
if it would've been
maybe
like
it
a-
was like their shap or something.
oh yeah.
hers.
Yeah,
Hers.
Oh, I guess it could have been, but
But it
like,
wasn't.
But it didn't.
It didn't feel like that?
The I mean, when you go on a date, you're like into the person. You're trying to find out about the person. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
it was just
you're trying
them
to
two.
share interest.
Was
No,
there
no,
any
no, it
other
wasn't
signs
that.
like that? It was like, okay, yeah,
No,
this is bad.
me. No, the moment I see that there's a third person,
You're like-
the last thing I'm gonna do is ignore that person.
Right.
right.
I am now gonna be friendly with everybody there.
right.
So it's no longer really a date.
It's
more
no
like
longer.
we're all hanging
That's
out.
now. Yeah, you've taken that aspect away from it, which is like not a bad thing,
Right.
But the fact that it was like, oh, it
It's
was
not
kinda
one on one anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like a disappointment, I guess.
Well,
where it
yeah. I
was
mean,
like,
you can't
oh,
hit him with like, man, you're looking beautiful today.
exactly.
Because now it's like,
Imagine the other girl's
you-
like, "Thank you."
Huh.
It's like, oh, it's
No, at that point I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
well, I'm just gonna be friends. Like we're gonna be friends. Like I'm gonna be
Yeah.
friendly. I guess.
Yeah.
That's what went through my head. Like, I'm gonna be, and so I was. Like I met two cool people.
I mean, yeah, you can't be giving somebody like your full attention, and then this one like 10%.
Exactly. Like I would never do that.
Then you're
Like, you
ignoring
know,
the other person.
Like,
Yeah.
man, you look amazing. And
That would make
But
sense.
see, like
you look
it was
good,
it was the
too.
thing that it was the fact that I didn't know
yeah.
up until like, oh, by the way, I'm pulling up with my friend kind of thing, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, cool.
That's
I
kind of
mean,
a,
cool. I didn't expect that.
especially if
but
you
all
had
right.
plans like already, like if
Yeah,
you like
you see what I mean?
you already got reserved like a dinner for two or
Exactly.
something. You know, you already
So-
got 2 movie tickets.
Yeah,
already
you have to buy a
you know,
third. You're like,
you have
I
to
didn't
buy
I didn't buy a third.
and it's sold out, so you have to sit in another row.
It's
That was the worst date I've
the
been on.
the handicap one where it's like spaced out by themselves.
The video, dude, that reminds me of the video you sent. Was it today or was it Alex? They sent
The
about
Nine
that.
Gag one.
Yeah, but
I
about
haven't
the.
seen it yet.
Oh,
yeah,
you
but
gotta watch that one. That one's funny.
It's hilarious.
I'm not gonna spoil the Bromigos. You guys can look it up yourself. Look up handicap videos or something like that.
This is so horrible.
Okay.
That's a category.
It's a
What
funny
about
video.
best date?
One time by myself, I went to.
Well, one of my friends took me out to the movies.
He paid for everything.
I guess. I don't know. It's a
All
little-
right, you keep thinking about it. I'm gonna give my.
You don't have to
My
answer
worst-
it.
my
Don't
worst
worry.
and
You don't have
best.
to answer it. It
I can. It's just like I don't know. It was a good time.
was a good date.
It was a good date.
How do I describe it? We went out for dinner.
Short
We
date.
went to the beach. It wasn't short actually, but like it was good.
You don't have to describe it.
Okay, so
You're
in
good.
other words, dinner and like something secondary, like the beach.
Like
Yeah.
a follow up and like good
A follow-up,
vibes.
yeah.
Good conversation.
Good conversation.
Like
It's
it
good.
wasn't no awkwardness. It
Oh,
wasn't
no,
no.
When there's
like,
different
was
things.
No, was
when
no
there's
third friend. Like
Yeah, that's a good
okay,
thing.
gotcha.
You
I
got
think-
you got food. You know, you're eating, entertainment, exercise, all that. It's good.
Yeah.
what?
You said you went to the beach. You're walking.
And walking. Exercise.
What's so funny? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see. For me, it would probably be same thing, very similar. Best date, obviously with my wife, and it was dinner, nice dinner, and either a movie
I like how he said with his wife.
because it was with my wife.
I'm just saying. No, I like how you emphasized that.
Because it was with my wife.
I know. I'm just continue.
Because she's editing.
'Cause
it.
she's
She's
listening. It's always been you, baby.
there. You go.
Yeah, dinner, nice dinner, Starbucks afterwards, or yeah, like the movies, or even go on the walk on the beach or something like that.
Sounds like a great date.
Yeah, sounds like Jake's date.
Yeah.
A lot of laughing.
And then
That
the
has-
gym.
There has to be a lot of
exercise.
cat.
In the
a lot
gym?
of laughing.
The gym.
You guys went to the
I,
gym
you know what?
together?
I've never been on a gym date. Maybe.
You wanna go?
Gym date.
Maybe this is the
We can
year.
You know what? You guys want to? You guys want to know
Wanna
the
go?
worst
You
date?
pay. You pay. You want to go, cutie? We're
Worst date?
cousins. We don't. Have, no.
But you guys are
Why do you
swinging
have to
hands.
Because that was a weird. All right, go.
All right, worst date. There was this girl that was into me, and then that was already like kind of like a
Not your wife.
not my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, this
He's on.
was
No,
a-
my
this-
wife. Imagine this girl that was into me.
No, this was a long time ago, way before I met my wife.
Mhm.
And there was there was this girl that was into me. She was older than me too. She was older than me like a couple years, and
How many years?
I must have been
I was 14. She was 36.
no. It must have been like I want to say maybe like 4 years older than me, maybe 5. And
Maybe 6.
no,
Maybe 7.
maybe. Oh, no, no, it must have been like
The
four
school
or
teacher?
5 years older than me. And I went on a date with her, and she was that type of girl that like she was the one that kind of was like, oh, let me get
Yeah.
your number type of deal. It didn't really go down like that, but it was like that. And I think we literally just went out for coffee, and instantly I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna cut this like quick,
Yeah.
and like I'm out of here. And there was one specific thing that got me the most.
She called you dude.
There was one. I guess there was technically two things. She wasn't like the brightest girl,
Mhm.
so she didn't really have
You
like.
didn't have anything you could like connect with.
Yeah, she was like.
So you're more like you like darker skin tone.
no.
What?
What?
You said like
But she
smart
wasn't
wise.
bright. Either.
Smart white.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like,
He
she
wasn't
wasn't.
bright.
I thought you meant like bright.
I
She
didn't get
wasn't
that.
like. Yeah, she wasn't like up there in the head type of deal.
He's just trying to
Gotcha.
throw us off right now.
Yeah.
he's doing a
I'm
good
throwing
job.
curveballs.
She had a limited vocabulary. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Limited
Mm.
vocabulary.
She was
If
special.
Hot Cheetos is spoke of more than once in a relationship, in like a date,
She was probably one of
Hot
those girls
Cheetos,
that
Hot
would.
Cheetos.
that
She was
would
a hot
love-
Cheeto girl?
She was.
I like
she would
Hot
probably
Cheetos
be a
some-
hot Cheeto girl.
She was a chola.
Ah,
She was
if she's a
not
hot
so much
Cheeto girl,
chola, but no, not so much chola, but yeah. Either way, the thing that like got me the most was she'd laugh at like everything I said. Like if
Little
she
no.
thought I was the funniest comedian ever.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would be
Did
like,
she?
oh, yeah,
Tell me this. Well, actually, you can't really answer. Did she have an
I get what
ugly
you mean.
laugh?
well, let me get to that.
Ah.
So I can be funny
Or an
sometimes.
annoying laugh? How about that?
Sometimes.
I can be funny sometimes, but
Yeah.
she was like every
But if you're
single
laughing
other ending of the sentence, she'd be like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh
Yeah.
my god, you're so funny."
Oh,
It's annoying.
that is annoying.
She must have said it like
If it's all the time.
14 times.
Because she could have also been nervous, though. That's the thing you...
She was not nervous.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, she was...
She was. He said it real confident. He said she was not nervous.
But yeah, she'd
He's like,
just be
I think you're the one.
"Oh my
my
god,
gosh,
you're
you're
so,
so
funny." And I was just like,
You're funny.
No, I'm not.
"Not that funny."
Not 50 times. I heard you the first 49.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah, that's
No,
kind
and
of
I think
annoying.
I caught her one time. I was like, "Let me guess, I'm funny."
what about when a person calls themselves funny?
And she was like, "Yeah, huh?"
What about when a person calls themselves funny?
Oh, I
Like-
think that's just kind of like, unless they're actually funny, where they can call themselves.
I'm
funny.
funny.
Yeah,
You
Danny's
are. You
funny.
are. You definitely are.
I said that
See,
too
like
serious.
if I said that, I just sound like
I thought there was going to be a follow-up.
idiot.
I was like waiting.
I know.
Okay, yeah, right. Just making a statement.
I'm not funny.
if I said that, that would be not true. Like it would be like, okay, dude, you're. an
Well, the
idiot.
fact
You're
that
not
you
funny.
you are,
The
man.
fact that you said I could be funny sometimes, like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like every 7
Other-
days.
7 days.
The thing is,
I can be
funny
funny every
actually
7
takes
days.
effort. People that tell you like funny is just natural, like sure.
I think
I don't
Danny
know.
has that naturally.
No. But what it is a
People are
lack.
just stupid.
No. What it is a lack of like
Common
care.
sense.
No. Stop. You guys keep doing this.
That was
the
funny,
water
dude. That
thing
was funny.
first, then it's this. Okay, listen. Like it's a like if you're too self-conscious, you're not even gonna try to be funny.
That's
You're
true.
not gonna be funny. But if you like don't take yourself serious, you don't take your life too serious. Like, like when
Damn, Jake.
Damn.
What are you telling me,
What are you
dude?
trying to
What I
say,
mean
dude?
is
What
like
do
you're
you
not
say, bro?
No,
Do we
like,
need to ask that question?
People that aren't too like serious about life all the time, like they're not funny.
Right.
People that are more chill and people that are like a vibe and good to be around, they're more funny.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live life on the edge, so yeah,
There you go.
it's not too serious.
That's just serious.
Exactly.
Too many
Exactly.
near-death experiences.
Oh, there you go.
Way too
Yeah,
many.
way too many.
And you've been scammed too many times.
And you're
And I've
the
been scammed
youngest.
too much.
And you're the youngest.
And I'm the youngest. Yeah.
Are you younger than Tim?
No, Tim's younger than me, but he's wiser than me.
You're June.
Tim is
December.
like a
Tim's
That he's wiser.
Tim's like a
He's like an oak tree.
Tim's like an old man stuck in a young body.
Wha- yeah.
He's like a
I guess.
turtle
He's like a turtle.
My point is
stuck in a
like
cheetah.
Old turtle.
the less you care, the
Old turtle.
more funny you allow yourself to be.
He's a tortoise.
He's a
He's a
the dude's a
tortoise.
tortoise stuck in a
Tortoise?
cheetah
Tortoise.
in an orangutan.
Okay, next question.
Next
I mean, we
question.
kind of already answered it, but like last question, I guess. What's your ideal first date? For me,
Oh yeah, we kind of answered it.
we
yeah.
did, but like it would have to be
Jake
one
just
where
likes to go to the gym.
nah, there would have to be like number one, like a conversation that is actually like
Yeah,
in
like your
depth and
connection.
is like it goes back and forth and plenty of laughter and plenty of like connection and plenty of like different things to talk about where you don't get bored, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, like the vibes, like the setting, like that matters to an extent, but it's not everything. More
I've-
importantly, like how deep their thoughts are, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I feel like if you can have like a natural conversation with them, and like there's no really,
It's not forced.
I won't say there's no awkward moments because I feel like in any first date there probably will be.
Sure.
Maybe
Nerve-
maybe
nerves and
nerves, nerves and stuff, and all that. But I feel like if for the most part the conversations aren't forced, like you said, and they're just genuine, and you're just like, whoa, like I didn't think about that, or like when they make you think and stuff like that.
Yeah. as
I
long
feel
as,
like that's a good date,
See, I
Yeah.
feel like if I could talk to somebody and like I can understand that their thoughts are well
Mhm.
thought through, is that the word?
Yeah,
Like then it's like, oh, okay, you don't just
you're not just a human. You're not just an NPC. You're an actual.
Exactly.
Mm.
You're an actual
There it
player.
is. There it is. There's substance
Yeah.
between those pretty eyes.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
Yo. No, that's definitely a compliment.
That's definitely
Because
a
you
compliment.
definitely don't want just an NPC with pretty eyes.
Exactly.
You'd be stuck on them. Just so. What?
Well, that's-
how's your day today?
That's kind of
Good. How are you?
Why?
I'm good.
Like if you
The
think
point
about
is
it, like,
looks aren't everything.
It's true.
oh, okay.
Some people emphasize the looks. and that's
feel like-
not.
I
good.
just feel like,
That's not a good place to.
no,
start.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna
You're
say that.
married.
Go ahead.
You're married.
You are married. Yeah.
So,
So what's
but the looks
What's
are
what?
definitely a
Your
cherry
answer.
on the top.
Your answer.
My ideal date.
Yeah.
Oh, now that I'm married.
Yeah.
Um.
I feel like,
Well, I
dude,
mean, I
that
guess-
hot air balloon one was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
yeah,
that's your best date, but
that was pretty fun because. Yeah, that one we went and we stayed at a cabin.
you would do that on your first date?
Oh no.
Wait,
no.
ideal
Well,
first
you said
date?
ideal.
Well,
no,
Oh, because I have an idea. Like I have an ideal date.
Go.
yeah, you said ideal date, not
then,
ideal
I mean,
first day, right?
Because it said first, so for me, it like automatically put like a boundary on.
Oh,
like,
right
this
away.
Is it
what we're doing
first?
for a
For me,
date.
first date,
me, it's
it would
getting to know
be
the person.
Starbucks.
Is it first date? Is that what that was
Starbucks
the
is my
question?
go-to.
First date, ideal first date.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
'Cause I have an ideal
Starbucks,
date.
there's no TV,
You
there's
both?
no distractions, there's just coffee and you.
Right. Oh, dude, if she's doing this,
Ah.
Yeah.
all right. So let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she's doing, like,
Even if she's
Oh,
like,
with her
I'm sorry.
nails?
The
Okay,
nails,
if she's
ah.
in the middle of, oh no, I don't care about the nails, but like if she's in the middle of something like
I don't
nurse
like
or
the nails.
whatever, all right, I get it.
Right.
But if it's like,
Like if it's like work related, if it's your mom that's like, I don't
There's
know,
a
at the
good
hospital
reason.
or something like
I mean, not
that.
that
It's
I
like, okay, yeah,
wouldn't know,
no,
but-
take the call. Like it's.
I'm
cool.
like, yo, set your priorities straight then. No, I'm just
my
kidding. I'm
mom's
just
in the
kidding.
hospital.
Like, is your
Like,
mom
you
really more
shouldn't be
important than the love of your life right now?
your future.
Nah, I'm,
Your fu-
I'm joking. I'm
your
joking.
your- no.
Go take care of your mama.
No, but
Your
that
mom.
is a pet
You're
peeve.
just
Even
an
if people are
NPC.
like, I'm so sorry, I'm just like, yeah, if you were really sorry, like you would put the phone down. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because it's like you're trying to get to know someone and you have this in front of you, type of deal.
I feel okay. So
It's
for
like that's you put it on silent, you put it in your pocket.
put it away.
Yeah,
I
put
guess
it
because
away.
I'm a person that is like very conscious of like if I'm talking to somebody, my phone is not even a
not even.
distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Nah.
Like it's over there.
Like right now we're on the podcast, so it's chill,
Mhm.
whatever. But like if I was like on like talking to somebody like in depth, it wouldn't even be like
That's true.
I would be giving my undivided attention to you because
Yeah.
Right.
that's what I think. That's the
Complete,
same thing that I would-
complete eye contact. I'm like a vulture. I'm just looking at you like.
You're looking at them like you want to eat them.
I'm like, yeah. How are you doing? You gonna eat that? Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm
You're eating your stall,
Yeah.
just looking.
How's it
Drinking
taste?
your
Is
coffee.
it good? Cutie. No.
Do you think, do you think
and then you
like
pull out
you,
beef jerky.
beef jerky? You want some?
do you think you
This for
use
you.
your phone like little side question real quick? Do you think you use your phone as like when you're nervous or like say
Absolutely.
you're in a situation where
Absolutely.
you don't want
I
to
think everybody does.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'll pull it out. dude. I'll just
will
start scrolling
say-
through apps.
right?
Not even clicking on them. Just scrolling.
But I would say like a good life lesson is to try your hardest to not resort to that.
Mhm.
To almost like fine if like be awkward kind of thing. But what it does is at first it's awkward and you're like, oh geez, like I don't want to be awkward.
It breaks the ice.
It
Well-
breaks that, and then what it does is it encourages you to be like to talk to like actually
I
make
think
conversation.
in-
and, like,
in
not
certain-
that you're bad at that, but like
Yeah, yeah. In certain
I would encourage
situations, like
all the
if I see
bromigos for that.
if I see my supervisor and my coworker on the phone, and I'm just like standing there, I'm just gonna, all right, I'm just gonna pull out my phone.
That's different.
I've seen
That's
that too,
different.
where
That's
it's like,
different.
oh, like,
But if it's like
I'll have a tendency of
Like
just
you're-
kind of like staring at people like, you gonna get off?
See,
but
but like,
once
like,
they get
okay, like
once
if
they
you-
get off, I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I get on.
if you're in an
Yeah.
elevator and it's just you and another person, to me it is more awkward to be on my phone and completely ignore another human being that is standing right next to me.
What's
to me,
what's the most awkward thing you can say to someone in an elevator?
what Bug said in that one elevator.
oh, that's not repeat
That's
that,
not
but
repeatable,
That is definitely.
but
That is
That's top.
horrible because it was at a
Not-
specific
that's
location.
top-
but
top.
if you're curious, ask us off.
yeah, if
Yeah,
you guys
off
really want to
recording.
know,
We'll put the video on our Patreon.
I know. huh?
Hey, you
Yeah.
actually could, you could,
actually
yeah.
can, huh?
So-
Yeah, because that's
No,
a
but I would-
bad.
That was bad.
I would
it's
recommend-
hilarious, but
It's funny.
it made me laugh.
So for $20 a month, no.
I would recommend like, especially kids growing up nowadays, like don't use your phone as
use
like
your
a
phone.
escape or like a
Oh, for sure.
because
Stop hiding behind that screen.
Mhm.
exactly.
Be a man. Be a
Yeah.
bromigo.
Be a man.
Look at someone in their eyes.
hmm
Stop looking
Talk
at me
to
like
them.
that.
Be a vulture.
Face your fears.
Be a vulture.
Bring beef jerky. Wherever
Call
you
them
go.
cutie.
Bring birth jerky. Do not call
Birth
them cutie.
jerky. Yes.
Call him a cutie.
Call him a cutie.
Call him a cutie.
Don't call him.
I mean, you could
Don't
say
call
like,
him
her
a
a
cutie.
hey
Call her
man,
a cutie.
I think your
Unless you're
outfit
into
is
that.
cute.
Unless
Actually, no,
she
don't say
calls
that.
you a cutie,
Don't say that.
or
Yeah.
she can call him a cutie.
Dude,
Okay,
don't
we'll
say that.
end it there. We'll end it there.
Don't be weird.
Catch us next time. Ask us some questions.
You're-
Subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, and subscribe to our Patreon. Help us out, support, so we can bring more content like this. for you guys.
Maybe next time we'll talk about our ideal date instead of the first ideal date. Because I have one.
Or just say it. What's your
have
ideal
one.
date?
Well, I don't want her to know because then.
Oh, that's
what
good.
if I?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's 5 head.
What if she low key watches
Keep her on her
this?
toes. Keep her on her
Or
toes.
what if she's
Keep her
gonna
on her
watch
toes.
this? You know,
That's true. That's
and
true.
then I
She
say
might be a
it,
bromigo.
I say it, and then the date happens, and she's like, "Oh,
I already
snap.
knew exactly what was.
I already knew what was going
I'm
on."
not special.
Because that
Damn.
ideal date
Don't say it.
is the same date that I'd propose.
Oh,
Damn.
Wait, on the first date?
No, this isn't the first date, dude. Or is it?
Okay, let's end it there.
Later.
Later.